Humanly speaking, it is impossible, but with God, everything is possible. Matthew 19:26.
What is up, y'all? I'm Key, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, if you're returning, welcome back, or welcome back. So, y'all, I am two months post-op. Like, what? Where has the time gone? Like, seriously. Um, I really can't believe that it's already been 2 months. So I just want to do a quick recap of what my 2 months have been like, update you from the things from last month. Of course, you're going to get the stats. But remember, we're not focusing primarily on the stats. We are focusing on our overall health. So, speaking of stats, let's jump right into it. I got to grab my phone because I don't know the stats off the top of my head. And luckily, I have an app that records my weight. So, all right, let's go. Starting weight, which I consider my starting weight to be the day of my consultation appointment. So, the day of my consultation appointment, my weight was 314. The day of surgery, my weight was 289. And today, which is literally 2 months post-op, today is September 27th. I had surgery on July 27th. So this is exactly 2 months post-op. And I did my weight yesterday and it was 252.8. But I don't worry about the points. So let's do the math. 289, 252. That is a total of 37 pounds lost in 2 months since surgery. I'm okay with that. I have a personal goal of about 20 pounds a month. What is my cat doing? My cat always acting out when I'm recording. Um, yeah, I have a goal of about 20 pounds a month. That's what I would like to lose within the first 6 months, since the first 6 to 12 months are when you really see the most weight loss. And I really want to get to that 100-pound weight loss. So that's my goal. So right now I'm already 37 pounds down. And I'm at 252, which is very close to my first weight loss. Well, second weight loss goal, because my first goal was to get out of the 300s club. My second goal is to reach 250. So I'm definitely going to reach that in the next week. And then the next goal is, of course, to get out of the 200s. And I think that, I definitely have been saying like I don't have a goal weight, and I really don't. I really just want to feel better. But I think I'm going to be comfortable with like a 280, 290 range of weight. Like if that's where I end up, I mean, not to child, I'm lying. I'm lying like a mug. 180 to 190 would be my ideal weight range. I did lose weight by myself before in 2013. And I don't know how much I weighed, but I just know that I felt really good at that weight. So I want to get somewhere back there. Dang it. My cat is in my kitchen tearing my stuff up. So y'all gonna have to wait. All right. And we're back. So anyway, ideally somewhere between 180, 190 will be a comfortable weight for me. That's not even a whole 100 pounds lost, but that's where I would be comfortable at. So those are the stats. Let's get into just how life has been since surgery. So of course, we're going to break it down into our sections. The first, and I might do this out of order, I'll be forgetting, but I know what I want to talk about. So we're going to talk about diet. We're going to talk about physical. We're going to talk about mental health. And I forgot the last one. Let me see if I wrote it down in my book. It's 4, but I don't know what they are. Let's see. Okay, well, all I have is physical, diet, mental health. So that's what we're gonna go with. And if I remember it, what the fourth one is, we'll jump into it. So physically, how I've been feeling is really, really good overall. I have been having like issues with my knee and my ankle. But that was before surgery as well. I had been dealing with some tendonitis issues with my ankle. So I really need to go back to see my podiatrist, but I just haven't done that. And then my knee, I don't know, child. I guess that's just a 30 plus thing. I'll be 32 in December. And I just feel like since I turned 30, my body is definitely giving 30. Okay. My body is giving 30 and it's just not okay. And that is why I had surgery to physically feel better. So I don't really know what's going on with my knee, but I do know my ankle is from my tendonitis and it's just been acting up a little bit, which I'm pretty sure both of these can be attributed back to my cat child. And I'm doing this recording on my Zoom, so I can't like pause. So y'all just gonna have to bear with me on this one. Yeah, my ankle and my knee, I'm pretty sure they've been acting up because I've started a part-time job working at a coffee shop. So that means that I'm standing on my feet for 5 hours at a time. So I'm pretty sure it's related to that, but and not related to like surgery. So that's really the only issue that I've been having. I definitely am having a little bit of a like I've lost 37 pounds, right? That's what the scale says, but it doesn't really feel like that to me. Like people definitely have commented, people that I haven't seen, since surgery, and I see them, they're like, oh my gosh, you're losing weight. And then mostly everybody knows that I've had surgery. My coworkers, they comment on it, and I don't know. Like I can feel it for sure because my clothes are too big. And it's weird because I just don't, I don't know. I don't really see it, I guess, myself just yet. I feel like I see it in certain aspects. So like when I put on my usual work shirts and they're like super droopy and super, big and flowy, I can definitely feel it. But when I look in the mirror, I don't necessarily see it. And I wouldn't say that that is abnormal. I feel like that's normal. But my clothes tell the truth about my weight loss because I typically wear like a 3X, 2X, 3X. Most of my stuff is 3X. And the other day I got a t-shirt and it was an extra large and I could fit it. It was like a regular t-shirt, like not like a woman's fit t-shirt. It's just a regular t-shirt. I don't know how to explain it, but like a graphic tee. It was like a graphic tee, regular like unisex shirt. And usually for me, that shirt would be a 3X. And even the 3X would be a little bit big, but I wore my clothes big, because I don't know, when you're bigger, I guess you feel like bigger clothes would help it, but in reality, doesn't really. But anyway, I am now in an extra large, basically. Said all that to say that I've gone from a 2X, 3X to an extra large. And that's crazy to me. Of course, certain stores are cut differently, so it might still be a 2X, but I can wear an extra large t-shirt and it not be tight and I feel comfortable in it. So that is just crazy to me because my mind doesn't quite register that I'm smaller. So like my go-to instinct is to pick out my former size. So like when buying stuff online, I'm like, okay, let me go down a size. So that is really interesting with just losing weight and trying to figure out your sizing. Of course, losing weight, my size is gonna be changing for the for the next year. But it's just weird to go smaller is weird. It feels really weird to go smaller, but I ain't complaining. I will take that for sure. And then speaking of clothes, like I know a lot of people say like they don't want to go shopping early on because, of course, you're going to lose weight rapidly. But for me, I have decided that I'm going to buy clothes, like, because I don't, like, I look at my closet and I have nothing to wear. Like, my closet is full of t-shirts, bigger stuff now. My clothes are starting to fit, too big. My pants have room in them. Oh my God, Maria. My clothes are starting to fit too big. And also my clothes are not cute. Like, I was not dressing to be cute, if that makes sense. Like, I was just dressing to whatever fits, I'm putting it on. But now I really am being more intentional about my appearance. My confidence definitely has boosted. Like, I feel like I've never been an ugly girl. Like, I always know that I have been beautiful, but there was a lot of insecurity with my weight. So now that that is diminishing, I want to be cute, I want to buy some stuff from Shein and be cute. So I've decided, like, yes, I know I'm going to lose weight rapidly, but I'm still going to buy clothes for the season that I'm in. And if that's a waste of money, it's just a waste of money. I mean, I waste money on other stuff. So I'm okay with that. And then hopefully, maybe a year down the line, what I've seen someone do is they gave their clothes away, like someone who had bariatric surgery, they gave their clothes away to other people who had surgery and, were losing weight and they needed smaller stuff. So maybe in a year I'll do that. But as for right now, I do think I'm going to set a budget of like $80 to $100 a month to buy clothes because I just want to wear cute stuff. I'm losing weight. I want to feel good in my clothes. So that was a long-winded physical section. Diet is going to be rather quick because I'm 2 months out, so I officially have no restrictions with what I can eat. I can eat everything, including sweets and sugar, and I am not ashamed to say that I've eaten some sweets and sugar, and I didn't have dumping syndrome, which that is a beautiful thing. But I'm not going out of control with it. Like, I I'm not going out of control with it. Um, but yeah, I have no restrictions on what I can eat. So um I'm trying to think of like an idea of stuff that I eat, like chicken, eggs, um, I eat out, which eating out, I'm gonna do a whole video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a whole video on just eating and all of that because it's definitely an experience. Like learning your portion sizes. I think I'm getting better at that. Learning my full cues. Like I'm definitely getting better at like I know when Sophia the sleeve is full, and even if it's only a little bit left on my plate, I know that I have to stop eating. So that's been the biggest thing. I will say with food though, I kind of felt like sometimes I feel like, oh, you're overeating. And then I get like this negative thought process, which I'm gonna go into once we get to mental health. But as far as just eating wise, like I think I talked about last month, I was feeling nauseous. A lot of it I think was associated with the calcium once I started taking calcium, I started feeling nauseous every time I ate something. But I switched vitamin brands. So now I'm using the Bariatric Advantage multivitamin and calcium. Excuse me. The burps. Actually, the burps have gotten a lot better, but I just ate. So I think that's also why I'm burping. But yeah, the burps have definitely gotten a lot better. If you watch the other videos, my 1 week and 2 week and 1 month, I was like, the burps are out of control. But they definitely have gotten better. They're really the only time that I noticed that I burp like excessively is after I eat. So that's good. What else diet wise? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have any restrictions on what I can eat. I've eaten out. Of course, I try to cook. I'm eating about like 1 ounce to an ounce and a half, maybe sometimes 2 ounces, depending on what it is. but definitely no more than 2 ounces at a time. But majority is like about 1 ounce to 1.5 ounce of food. And usually it's 1 ounce of protein and a half an ounce of vegetables, which I haven't been eating a lot of vegetables. So I've been trying to get better at that because I realize, they tell you as a bariatric patient, like prioritize your protein, prioritize your protein. So I feel like I haven't been eating as much vegetables. So like in the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to incorporate vegetables. I had like 2 to 3 week stall, and I felt like it was because I wasn't eating vegetables. Like, so once I started incorporating that into my diet, I felt a lot better. um what else? I think that's pretty much it diet wise. Oh, protein. I have been terrible about like drinking my protein shakes the last couple of weeks. Like since I don't know. It's not that I don't like them. It's not that, it's hard. It's just, I don't be prioritizing it. And it is hard when you have to time your intake of stuff because you can't eat and drink at the same time. So like, if I want to drink all of my coffee in the morning, that means that sometimes I'm not eating until like 2 o'clock because it takes me that long to drink like a 16 ounce of coffee. And of course, with coffee, I usually put a protein shake in it, so I'm getting 2 for 1. And I have been doing this week. I've been doing chai, decaf chai mixed with a Premier protein, and that has been my morning thing. But it takes me all day to drink that, so I think that's why I'm having a hard time with the protein. But it's not because I don't like it or anything like that. It's just I'm just trying to get my schedule down pat. And speaking of eating and drinking at the same time, uh, I really hate that I cannot eat and drink at the same time. Like it's such a habit to eat and drink. Like you don't realize how much of a habit it is until you cannot do it. And trust me, I've tried and I paid the consequences of eating and drinking at the same time because it's like sometimes I'm eating something and I'm dying of thirst and I'm like trying to take a little sip. No, 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 no. That is not the way to go. So I've learned my lesson with that. So you just have to time it. Like if I'm drinking my chai in the morning and it's taking me all day, then when I'm finished drinking, I gotta set a timer and 30 minutes after that, I can eat. And usually when I eat, I wait. Like if I eat first, I wait longer than 30 minutes to drink because I can still like you feel everything after bariatric surgery. Internally, I ain't never felt this much things internally. Um, but I typically wait like 45 minutes to almost an hour, depending on what I eat, just because I still feel that tightness in my stomach. But yeah, that's diet that I can think about right now. So last thing we're going to talk about is mental health. Um, I feel like this month it's been a lot better mentally because the first month I don't know, it was like, I just felt like, I don't know how I want to describe. It's not necessarily disappointment, but I just felt sad, I guess, like a mixture of sad and disappointment because of how much of a restriction I was under and just how difficult it was. But at 2 months now, I'm even noticing that I have less of a restriction. So it is a lot easier. Of course, it's a complete lifestyle change. Like it just is. Like you cannot eat, even if I am upset and I just want to eat snacks. I cannot. I literally cannot. I have a tool that prevents me from doing that. And so now, because I can't go to food as my comfort, I have to address those feelings that I'm feeling. I have to find other coping mechanisms. And that's been a journey. That's definitely been a journey. But overall, I will say my mental health has been really, really good. I think that I'm trying to be more intentional about just checking in with myself of what I'm feeling. On days that I am having more emotional days, I try to be intentional about if I'm going to eat something emotionally, like if I'm going to emotionally eat, I try to make it something healthy. Like you're not going to eliminate this behavior overnight. So like I've been incorporating sugar-free jellos and the sugar-free puddings. That'll be like a quick snack or some chicken. I found these things at I was about to say Trader Joe's at Costco's that is like a literal like packs of chicken breast, but it's cooked and it's chopped up like the salad style. Um, Also like cheese, low fat cheese, which I need to stop eating cheese. I'm trying to take a break from cheese because y'all already know as bariatric patients, you need a little assistance when it comes to the relieving yourself category. So eating cheese, I need to stop. So I haven't been eating cheese as much, but that was definitely my go-to. Um, but yeah, overall mental health, I feel amazing. I'm starting to feel a lot. It's just starting to become a lot easier. Like the lifestyle changes that I have to make are starting to become a lot easier. I don't feel bad about, when I eat 3 spoonfuls of something and I'm full. I don't feel bad about that. Um, I can go out to eat with, like, I've been out to eat at restaurants with people, and it's just a matter of looking through the menu, figuring out what I can eat, um, being intentional about how I eat it. Like this weekend, I was at a conference and it was like a all day thing. So they took us out to dinner 2 nights in a row, and I ate food. I did eat a little bit of pasta and I paid the price, but we was at this very, very, very nice um Italian restaurant in DC. So I was like, I just had to get a little bit. It was not a lot, but whoo, Sophia to sleep did not like that. But like knowing that I can't eat and drink at the same time, I would get my drinks with no ice in it. So just little things like that. You just have to make adaptations. I don't know the word. You just have to adapt and learn what works for you. So that's what I've been doing, and I really feel like acceptance of that has helped me feel better emotionally. But overall, I am so happy. That's another thing. I'm happy. Like I have a lot of joy. Even on the hard days, even when things are difficult. Overall, I have a lot of joy, and excuse me, I can definitely attribute that to surgery. I feel better. I look better, even though I can't see it all the time. People compliment me. Words of affirmation is my love language. So I love a good comment. I love a good comment. So yeah, that makes me feel good when people comment on that, on just they see the physical difference in me. I really, really love that. What else? Yeah, I can't. I feel good. Like 2 months out, I thank God that I have not had any complications. Really, the only thing that like was inconvenient was when the calcium was making me throw up. But since I've gotten the new vitamins, that hasn't been an issue. Um, Diet wise, I have no restrictions, which I'm super excited about to try to start incorporating things back into my diet. I have pretty much eaten everything that I was eating post surgery except for red meats. I still haven't incorporated that into my diet yet because they say that's a little bit more harder to process. So I want to get a better handle on what my portion sizes are before I start incorporating red meat. Um, there was something else that came to mind that I was going to say, but I forgot. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, that's my 2 month post-op. I really want to do more videos here on YouTube. So drop in the comments some topics that you would like me to talk about. I have a few more that I want to do for sure. But help me figure, what do y'all want to know about VSG? You know, I'm only 2 months out, but I've learned a lot. And also I've done a lot of research. I do want to get back to vlogging, but the way my life's set up right now is not giving vlog. Yeah, that's 2 months. Yeah, 2 months post-op. Like, what? What? Like, that is insane to me. The time has flown by. Like, I feel like I'm gonna blink my eyes and it's gonna be a year. And that is insane. I do have my 3 month appointment coming up, which prayerfully I can go to that appointment. I'm about to switch jobs. And you know, when you start a new job, you don't have no insurance. So hopefully I don't switch until after my appointment. But yeah, that is my 2 month update. As always, thank you for following me on this journey. Remember that this is my life, this is my body, and these are my experiences.